Okay, I'm so sorry, everyone. I had some technical difficulties. Something happened. So that's the reason I'm using my phone to be online. So I'm so sorry, everyone. I'm trying to fix everything so that we can continue. I'm so sorry, everyone. There was some technical difficulties. I'm using my phone to be online. Thank you so much. Welcome, Ruiz. Greetings from Japan. As I said, I'm apologizing because I'm trying to be live here and I'm using my phone. So someone called my phone. So by calling it, it interfered, and then the live session automatically cancelled by itself. So I'll be here for a few more minutes and then I'll be able to end this session. As I've been saying, is on this session I'm going to answer frequent asked questions. So you can ask your question here, but I'm not going to call all the questions right away, and I can be able to answer those kind of things. Okay, so as I've been live here, I'm going to answer all the questions. And the questions are, I'm going to answer the frequent asked questions in detail. And then few of those I can be able to take from your audience as your questions. So let me talk about the issue of photography. Photo requirement, whether you can use the same photo previous year or this year you have spouse, can you use the same photo, include the same photo of the children? How are others going to play into the DV lottery? Or you must use the different photo. So I'm going to answer in detail about the issue about the photograph in general, because this is one of the critical elements of the diversity visa lottery. This is sometimes the people are going to be eliminated in the diversity visa lottery just because of the passport the photograph requirement. So let me start with this one. When you apply for the diversity visa lottery, you must use a photo which has been taken within the last 6 months. That means if you're taking the photo today, good for you. You're taking the photo last week, good for you. But don't use the too old photo. You look like a completely different person. And one of the instruction exactly which says you are not allowed to use the photo of last year. If you applied in the DV2021 or DV2020 or previous DV, don't use the previous photo to apply. You will be disqualified. So I can go direct to one question of one of the audiences asking, Sumsha Silwar, can I use the same photo for the main applicant? Maybe the wife is the main applicant, and when you say you are married to so and so, you are going to use the same photo for your husband. And then if your husband has a passport, is going to apply as a main applicant, can husband use that photo you included on your application? And then the same husband can use your photo which you use to apply. That will be one of the questions from Sumsha. But I can add on the top of that, a related question is, what about children? If the husband is applying, say I'm married to Sumsha or I'm married to so and so, yes, this is the picture of the wife, but you have 2 kids, you're going to put the photo of the kids. And then Sumsha, who is the wife, is going to apply. Is Sumsha going to allow to use the same photo for the husband and the same photo for the kids? Yes, you are allowed to use the same photo, as long as the photo is a newer photo, not the photo of last DV lottery applications. So you can use like, I'm Ernest, my wife, so the same photo I'm using, if I'm using photo A, this is photo A, I'm using the same photo as dependent, I'm using the same photo as the main applicant. You are allowed to do that. But I'm going detail about the photo. Apart from using the old photo, which is not allowed, you are supposed to use the newer photo, but you can use the same photo for the dependents, and spouse can use the same photo on here and there. You are allowed as long as it's a newer photo. Let's go further. We are talking about the background of the photo must be white. It's not about being yellow. It's not about being green. It's not being about any other color. It has to be white. So make sure that you have a white background. There is no wearing glasses. Even if you have a problem with your eyes, you have to take it off. You are not allowed to wear a hat. You are not allowed to wear something like that. The only people allowed to wear something like even uniform, you are not allowed. If you are a military person, you are a nurse, you are a doctor, you are a firefighter, don't wear the uniform. The only people allowed to wear uniform are religious orders. So there are some religious orders, there are nuns, sisters, some of the priests, they must wear certain type of clothing. Yes, you can wear those one. If you are wearing hijab on daily basis for a religious reason, not today you are wearing hijab because it's Friday and tomorrow you are going without hijab. No, don't do that. You must be, if you are fully with hijab, it means in your daily life, for the religious reason, you are wearing hijab every single day. And I'm not sorry if I don't want to offend anybody, but there are different types of hijab. I do not know their differences in terms of their name. There are hijab which you wear just on the head cover, and there are hijabs which you cover everything. You call baka, buka. I don't know exactly the proper name, so I don't want to make sure that I'm offending anybody. So if you wear the hijab which you cover all the eyes, I don't think that is allowed, because how do they know it's you? But the hijab, the one you cover on the head, and even like here, if it's for a religious reason, you are allowed to do that. So that is something about the photo. There is no glasses, there is no wearing the headphone, because there are some people. I even joked about like those comedian in Nigeria, Sydney, what is his friend, like Nasty and the Pancray, whatever. Pancray is the one all the time is just wearing those the thing for iPhone, the one which is what we call earbuds, whatever, earpads, I don't know the names. So he's wearing all the time. So take them off. Don't wear all those kind of chain like 50 Cent. No. But you are allowed to do some other things. If you have beard, you are allowed to have those one. You don't need to do that one. My other advice I usually tell people about the photo: don't use a white dress, a white shirt while the background is white. It doesn't look that great. That is something I usually advise people. So if you have a beard, you are okay. That is you. But don't go to do a Photoshop and including features which you don't have. That is what is supposed. So you don't need to go and start shaving right now. No. And remember, they're not going to look the most handsome person in the world, or the most prettiest girl. No, they're not going to look that. What they want is a white background. Don't wear a headphone. Don't wear this kind of crazy stuff. Don't wear glasses. Take a decent photo. And the photo, the main applicant, the children, everybody, the photo must meet the requirement. Some people, when they say you have children, you have to have the photo of your children, they're going to put the family photo. No. Each person is individual, a personal photo. And I have a video I explain the tricks on how you can be able to take the photo of your toddler, the children. Because let me tell you something. According to the instruction, if the photo of your child is having a red background, a blue background, any background not white, the entire application is going to be disqualified. So the photo requirement is not just the photo requirement for the main applicant. It applies to the spouse, it applies to the children. They must meet the requirement. Maximum weight of the photo is 200 kilobytes, 600 times 600 pixels. The easiest way to do that, I have showed one of the video how you can edit the photo by using a phone, and how you can edit the photo using a computer. Just go to the website. It's called egreencard.com. It's very, very easy. Unfortunately, I've talked to people that I have a problem with my phone, my other phone, which up to now, you see, it just goes this way. I tell you those they call force, what you call force, like this 10 minutes, 10 seconds, 20 seconds. It doesn't work. So if you are sending me the messages on WhatsApp on how I can help you to edit the photo, sorry, I cannot read the messages at all. So my WhatsApp doesn't work. So I'm blindfolded. So those who are in the groups, whatever, you can be able to see on how you can be able to edit the photo. You can do by yourself within 1 minute. It doesn't need any technology. I'm not good into editing the photos or with eye technology, but I'm good like using that egreencardphoto.com. That's how I'm going to do that. Another important frequent asked question is there any fee in the applying the diversity visa lottery? Is there any fee? Is it free or is it paid? So here is first two things. Which website are you going to do that? If you are here in EBM Scholars, I'm sure you know the exact website. And don't just go and do Google search, because sometimes you'll be deceived, go to a wrong website. But I can give you one of the way. If you want to go right now, write DV lottery, whatever. If it doesn't have the word .gov, government, that is the last domain name, remember that is a fake website. It will tell you you have to pay the price. Whether it is $1, whether it's $10, you have to pay. The DV lottery application is free of charge, 100% free to apply. If you win, there are money you have to pay, but you don't pay anybody online. You pay at the US Embassy cash. So don't pay anybody online to fill the form. The United States government has no affiliated or government agency helping people to fill the DV application, or they fill on your behalf so that you can win. No. But on the other side, I know in our countries, there are some individuals who can help you to fill the form. That is different from a website which is fake online. So don't go to a fake online website and try to apply, because you're going to be scammed. You will not be doing the actual application. The actual application must be done from dvprogram.state.gov, www.dvprogram.state.gov. DV stands for Diversity Visa. Program.state means State Department of State, then .gov, which means the US government. Application is free of charge. As I said, there are some people they can fill for you in your country, but don't. I'm encouraging people to fill on their own, not to use agents, because it's a very simple application. If you are right now here live, you can be able to do. You can apply this one using a cell phone. You can apply using a tablet. You can apply using computer. As a personal computer, as long as it's connected to the internet, or you can go to the cyber cafe, internet cafe, or cyber rooms, whatever, you can apply on your own. Don't give money to those people to fill for you, because they are there for money. In most cases, it is easier for them. They want to fill quicker to you. They get another person. So they can put the wrong spelling. They can put the wrong date of birth. They can put the wrong passport number. But it is your responsibility to fill the form for you. But if you want someone to fill the form for you, make sure you are there with them while they are filling the form. And once they finish, make sure you take your confirmation number. Make sure they're using your own email. Don't let the agent is using their own email. They keep the confirmation number, because if you win, they come to say you have won. They are not going to give you the confirmation number until you pay them. We have seen over and over these cases each year. Don't give this opportunity to anybody. Whether even myself, don't trust me, go and do on your own. That is something I want to make sure that you understand about applying. It's free of charge. Don't worry about when you win. When you win, that is a different story. It will come at that time. But at the time, it's free of charge. There is nothing to lose. You can take a photo using your phone. It's free. You can edit using egreencardphoto.com. It's free. You can go to www.dvprogram.state.gov. It's free. Apply. Once you finish, take your confirmation number, send it to your email, send it to your friend, your trusted friend. Print out. Take that one, put in your passport, or put into your transcript, or university or high school certificates. You are not going to lose those certificates soon. That means you have the case number, confirmation number, I mean. So those are the few things you need to make sure that you have before you go to apply. And you apply once, you don't apply twice. So don't go to one agent. For instance, you apply, that is someone applied for me, let me apply on my own. It's one person, one application. Okay, another question which people usually ask a lot. So, Eric, I've already answered your question about I had applied last time, but I never paid some cash needed by the site I was using. Can I apply this one again? If you applied any whatever, if you didn't apply using the correct website, the correct website is www.dv program.state.gov. Last year was dv lottery.state.gov. If it's a government website, you applied. If you applied any website with .com, whether it's free, whether it's paid, you didn't apply. And the results, they're not sending to your email. The application must be through the government website, not any other website, whether it is paid, whether it's free. If you apply on any other website, you didn't apply for the lottery, you are going to apply for the fake one. The other question people have been asking, which is very, very strange, how do I arrange my name? So that has been a very technical question, which sometimes people get confused. And even someone here is asking the same related question. The question someone is asking about how do you arrange your names? Like, are you going to put which one is the first one, which one is the middle one, whatever. For instance, Michael Ezra is asking, please, do you leave the other name blank if you have name comes only, you have two names like John Paul, or first name John, surname Paul? Like if you have two names, what do you need to do? So let me explain to you how it happens. So it depends on your passport. First of all, how is your passport arranged? If your passport on the word is called surname, the surname of your passport is the last name when you are going to apply for the DV lottery. The DV lottery, it says last name, first name, middle name. That's how it is arranged. So if you have two names, means on the surname is Paul, on first name, given name. So on your passport it says given name. Given name to be just one name, Paul. So your name is, last name is last name is Paul, the first name is John. So John Paul. You don't have middle name, so there is a place you have to tick. No, there's X you have to put on the middle name, no middle name. You have to know that. If you have two names, that means one name will be first name and another one will be last name, no middle name. So you go and X on the middle name, there is, in that box, there is a tiny small part, no middle name. So what if you have three names? They will be arranged like this way. Remember, every name how you arrange must be arranged as according to your passport. In your passport, it will say surname Makulilo, given names Ernest Boniface. So my surname, which will be last name, will be Makulilo. Given names will be Ernest, will be my first name. The following after given name will be my middle name. But there are some people have two first names and they don't have middle name, or there are some people have two middle names and they have two last names. They don't have middle name. Or there are some people, they have first name, middle name, and they have two last names. I can give you an example. So for instance, someone is called John Paul is one name, or there are some people called Anna Marie is one name. So that person has two first names. That is how you put it. On the aspect of one first name, you are going to put both two names. Or in the middle name, if you have two middle names, you are going to put two middle names. But also, like, remember, the last name is your surname according to the passport. So that is how it is. Quick question someone is asking. Sewa Guri, my passport expires in 2021 October. As I said, if your passport is expiring on August 8, as long as the day you are applying, forget about when the passport is going to expire. If the day you are going to, if you are applying today, which is October 7th, your passport is going to expire on October 8th, you have no problem. Go ahead and apply. But if your passport has expired on October 6th, you cannot apply. As long as passport, the day you're going to apply, your passport is valid. Whether it is 1 day, whether it is 10 years, it doesn't matter. You can be able to go and apply. Okay. I also answer all those kind of questions. Bernard, you are saying, boss, I'm grateful for the help you have been rendering to us. May God bless you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate on that. Okay. Thank you for the information that comes from Kenneth, the big shot Kenneth, I think. Melvis says, please, those who are coming now, take time after time video to watch it back to you to get some answers. Thank you so much for pointing that out. Now it is 2:27 a.m. here. So I'm going to answer at least one more question and I'm going to sleep. And then when I wake up before the application starts, I'll go live again, be able to answer all those kind of questions. So I'm going to answer at least one more question and then I'm going to sign out, excuse me, and then I'll be able to respond when the, okay, the question comes from Nosenge Susan. We are allowed to write down just our passports numbers, or we are to write the dates of issue, the expiration date. I'm confused here. Yes, you are supposed to write passport number and expiration date. I don't remember if you have to put the date of issue. They don't care when it was issued. They care when it is going to expire. So there is passport number, issuing authority, and the expiration date. You are not supposed to upload the passport. They just want those information. Okay, quick question before I sign out. Okay, another question. Let me quickly go through some few questions before I turn out. Okay, sorry. What if you have 4 names? There is no problem. What are your 4 names? Are your 4 names 2 middle names? If you have 2 middle names, you put those 2 middle names in the middle name. If you have 2 first names, you put 2 in the first names. If you have 2 last names, you put in 2 last names. Okay, the question, I'm going to answer the last question from MK Services. Okay, let me answer the last question and then I'm signing out. This is the last question. Someone is asking if I can share video. Say please share the video to help others on Facebook, Instagram, and the WhatsApp. Thanks so much, Melvis. But I'm going to answer the last question from MK Services. So the question from MK Services is asked as follows. Thanks EBM on education side. If you have bachelor degree and you are planning to study honors degree next year, which one will you go with? Okay, let me try to understand. Currently, if you have a degree right now, bachelor degree, you put your bachelor degree. Remember, they are asking the education you are having right now on the day of application. They're not asking you the application, what is your future plan? If you are planning to study PhD, study whatever, they don't care about your plan. They want to know what is your current highest education level today, October 7th, the day of applying. If you are applying on October 10th, what is your education on that day? They are not asking what is your future plan. The same question, what is your marital status? They don't care if you are engaged. Don't say you are married because you are planning to get married tomorrow. They are asking today. So put education of today. If you are a university student, you put some university courses. If you are finished, you put bachelor degree, which is I call a university degree. So put appropriate education level. So that is something you need to understand. And someone is asking Christian Musafiri, please can I play with my current nationality instead of my country of birth? Please help me. You are supposed the eligibility is based on the country of birth. That is eligibility. So that is something you need to know. But you can change the country of birth if, let's say, the country of birth is Nigeria. but Nigeria is not eligible, but your spouse is from South Africa. South Africa is allowed, so you can apply based on your spouse, but you have to put your eligibility is based on the country of birth. Another question from Ayon Michael. Is it possible for me to apply alone? Please, I don't understand your question. To apply alone in what sense? Are you married? If you are married, you must say you have to include your wife. If you are not married, yes, you apply alone. You cannot say you apply as alone because of girlfriend. Girlfriend doesn't count. Fiancé doesn't count. You apply alone if you are unmarried. If you are married, really married, yes, you apply that way. Hatch, you are saying, hello, the previous entry, I will not applying. You did not apply because my passport, so it's optional for this year. I haven't in my passport. No, it is not optional. It is a requirement for you to have a passport. Without a passport, you cannot apply the diversity visa lottery. So remember again, over and over, make sure you are going to apply with a passport. If you say no passport and you apply, if you win, they are not going to give you the visa because you did a fraud. Because in order to apply without a passport, you must be stateless. You must be either coming from a communist country, and there is no country in Africa which is a communist country, or you must get a letter from a Secretary of State or the Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security. That is something like that. George, you say, hi, Mr. EBM, if you are married and don't have a marriage certificate, what can I do? You apply as married. If you are married, you don't have the marriage certificate. It's just you can graduate, but don't go to take the certificate right away. When you say, do you have a bachelor degree, doesn't mean that do you have the certificate now at your house. The point is, are you married? Yes. You can get married, but take longer time to process it to get your passport, marriage certificate. Okay, you're asking, please, can someone play without school qualifying but working experience? In the DV lottery application, there is no any place in the form to say that what is my work experience. If you don't have high school, you have primary school, take a primary school. If you win, that's when you show the work experience. But in the application form, there is no work experience. In the application form is only education. So there is a primary, there is a secondary, whatever, all this kind of education level. So put the education which is appropriate to you. If you have never gone even to primary school, take a primary school, it's okay because there is no any other option. But if you win, that is something else. Jesus is Lord, you're asking a question. Sir, please, my question is that everyone is supposed to receive a second email to submit supporting documents from KC. Because when you submitted the DC260, they said if KCC needs info, will contact you. They will send to you the information. They will ask some information to you. They will send the second notification. The second notification is interview. Remember, the requesting for documents is not the second email. That is the email when you submit the DC260. They will ask you the documentation, but not right away because there are so many people are processing. So it can usually it's supposed to take 6 weeks, but sometimes it takes even 2-3 months. If it passes more than 2 months, you haven't received email for documentation, you can send the email and asking something like that. Davy, you ask, how will I feel on my education status if I'm still in college? Choose some college courses. It means you have some college classes, but you haven't graduated yet. Another question is, okay, Nyosaba, you're asking, Makulilo, is it possible to be disqualified because unqualified agents who doesn't know it? I don't understand your question. If the agents, whatever you use the agent, they put a wrong information. For instance, in applying, they put the photo this way instead of this way, they're going to be disqualified. They don't, in the application for the DV lottery, there is no any place they say, what is the name of the agent? They don't care. The DV lottery assumes you are the only one who applied. So if the agent is making a mistake or you yourself make a mistake, you are all treated the same. There is no any process at all. There is a question from Rania Ahmed. Sir, I have a question. My aunt wants to apply for her and her family, and she has a son who lives in another country, and the son is 23. Does she put him on the application, or can you do the application, do his own application? First of all, the child must be under the age of 21 and unmarried. If the child is above the age of 21, you cannot put the child who is above the age of 21. And if the child, let's say, is 19 years old and is married, cannot be included as dependent in the application. That person who is 23 can apply on his own by himself. That is something you need to understand. Ben, you were asking my question. My passport is expiring May 2021. They don't care when the application is, your passport is going to expire. The passport, if the passport is going to expire on August 8 this year, if you apply on August 7, you are good to go. They don't care when, as long as on the day of application, the passport is valid. Even if it's valid for 1 day, it's okay. Gaspard Official TV, you are asking, I'm a DV winner of DV2022. Can I apply again? First of all, my usual question, yes, you can apply, but you have to apply only if I'm giving an example, if your case number, if you're from Africa, your case number is too far away, a case number, yes, you can go ahead and apply. You are not allowed, I mean, there is no requirement that, oh, if applied and you are the winner, you cannot apply. But if your case number, let's say, is 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, why do you need to apply again? For what purpose? So you have to consider all those kind of things. Lilian Wanjiku say, hi, education college with diploma still goes to some university courses. Kindly explain. First of all, there is a video explaining. The way English, America, diploma means the certificate. That's the meaning. The award degree, they say you have been awarded a degree. If you finish in high school, the living certificate, that is called a diploma. A diploma is not a level of education in America. So if you went to a college and took some diploma course, you can say just some college courses or some university courses, which means it's just some courses, but it's not a degree. Ibrahim, so you say, will I be disqualified because of the picture editing? Because I'm finding it's very difficult to edit it, and the other question that is matter which language you study in. It doesn't matter the language you study in to apply for the DV lottery. It doesn't matter. When you are going to edit the picture, whatever you're going to edit, don't put too much Photoshop until you are fake. They are going to disqualify that way. Yes, another person say, Gerard, whatever, say, I'm the DV lottery winner 2021 of the previous lottery, still not fill the form. Is it expired or continue? Do you mean the DS260 or what? I don't understand. Okay, Krause Francisco, I do not know. You say you have 5 names. Are those 5 names in your passport? Remember, the names must be in the passport. Forget about your birth certificate. The names you are going to put in the application for the DV lottery is the name in your passport. Not the religious names you have, not the names wherever it is, the names on the passport. That is, you need to understand. So if the name of your passport, there are 5 names, the surname, if the surname is 1, you put 1 as last name. If you have 2 names, 2 names on the surname, we put 2 names. The given names, that's what you're going to add. That's how you go to do that. Gaspard, the official, you are saying your case number is from Africa 81,000. Yes, obviously you have to apply again because that is far away number. So obviously you have to apply. Stephen Bazibu Rweshui Balune, I think. What background on the photo? Is it matter? It is a law. It is a requirement. You put any other color, you are going to be disqualified. It must be a white. And that, I think it will be... okay, someone, let me ask this one. Halelom, whatever, can you explain the 2 years work experience with in the past 5 years? Does it mean I don't need to any certificate? Remember, in applying for the DV lottery, there is no work experience to add there. But you really, if you don't have work experience, if you don't have education, when you win, you have to prove you have work experience. You have to show the evidence you have work experience. But it doesn't mean that you have to prove in the application. In the application, there is no work experience. How do you know that your photo has all requirements? Go on my video, which I explain about the photo requirement. It has to white background. If you take the photo with white background, go to the video I showed you how to edit the photo. Once you edit with that website, it will meet all the requirement. Okay, now it is almost 2:42. I was planning to end almost like 20 minutes ago. I cannot continue. I'm so sorry. Maxwell, I cannot answer all the questions. I'm trying so hard to go along all the questions. We'll say you're not answering the question on change of name. I don't understand what question change of name. I cannot answer any other question at the moment. I'm so sorry. Maxwell say, what is the implication of someone who has changed his name legally and attended university? They don't care as long as the name which you are using, which is illegal, is your passport name. Put the passport name. If you win, you can come with the document to mean that my transcript, affidavit, and this name is the same person. But when you apply for the DV lottery, they matter the name of the passport. If you win, the transcript is different or birth certificate is different, whatever, you can come with the affidavit from the lawyer to mean that you change the name. That's all. So apart from that, I'm so much thankful, and let me end up here. And this will be the end of my presentation right now. So you see,